Good morning.
Morning, folks.
It is day 33. We are a little late pulling out the camera. We've been walking for a little bit. We are headed to Jerry's cabin shelter today, about a 15-mile day. Try to get the big miles done today because tomorrow the weather's going to turn. Today it's like kind of cloudy and overcast, but the temperature's warm. And tomorrow there's a bigger chance of rain. So we're going to try to knock out as many as we can today to leave a shorter day for tomorrow. And then probably looks like we're going to zero on Monday because Monday's 100% rain all day, thunderstorms, hail and brimstone, all that good stuff. So let me show you the trail. All right. It's been a lot of up and downs. The map looked like a little bit of a sawtooth this morning. So we're going to go down to a gap here shortly. And then I think we climb back up to like 3,000 or 3,500 feet for the shelter tonight. Yeah, we're every day it's more and more. We see more and more people. We've met some very interesting folks in the last couple days. Of course, coming out of interesting blokes. Crocodile is from Australia, of course. Yeah, missing the boys, wishing they could be here and we could show them all these cool things. Last night, the sunset was spectacular from the tent as we relaxed and lounged in our shorts and our t-shirts and no socks. And it's the first night that we've slept in temperatures that weren't in the 30s. So it was quite nice. And yeah, we're just walking through these rhododendron tunnels all day. And hopefully we'll find something interesting to show you later.
Hello, folks. Just had a nice lunch at the shelter. And of course, it was up right after the shelter. We're both on the struggle bus today, but I guess we're not the only ones. Everybody that we've been around has talked about all the up today. So it's a big old struggle bus kind of day. But we're still pushing north. So it's supposed to be some views up here, but we'll see. See how it goes. Starting to cloud up. Talking like rain this afternoon or tonight or something. But right now this climate's kicking our butts. But right, guys, we can check back in a little bit later. That's where we came from. Coming up into a gap here, which is, it's been mostly down today so far, a little bit up, but the down is tough on my old knees, but especially the steep downs. This here's it's pretty steep, but not the worst we've had. All these dead leaves are kind of tough to navigate when you're going downhill, especially when they're thick and you can't see what's underneath it, rocks and sticks and roots and pine cones and all the good stuff. So yeah, but you know, still pushing north, still feeling good, feeling strong. Definitely missing our knuckleheads. Wish they were here, but we'll just keep on pushing north. We'll check back with you guys in a little bit. Hello, folks. Just got through the gap and then we had a big climb. Now we're headed down and we're almost at the cookie lady. Super excited. Puts a little more pep in your step when you know you're right around the corner for some goodness. But yeah, we'll fill you in on the details as soon as we get there. We're super close. So check back in with you guys later. There's a little old cabin down there, maybe a barn, but I think it's probably a cabin. Yeah, super neat. So we're off to find the cookie lady. Well, guys, we found the cookie lady's cabin. But the sad news is, we just found out that she left about 30 minutes ago, but she had left filtered water and cookie on the porch for you, and a logbook to sign. So we were hoping to meet her, but we'll just take what we can get. So, all right, guys. Pretty neat to live back here like this. Yeah, I know. I'll check back in a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna wake everyone if I went over at 11.
There they are. And they're oatmeals with almonds and apricots. Nice. You guys do one of them. Neat little cabin. Nice little outbuilding, little 2-story. Super nice.
That's homemade.
Wow.
How was it?
Delicious. If you don't stop here, you've missed out.
We almost passed it.
Well, we thought we did.
We didn't know about it until about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Hello, folks. Yeah. Cookie lady's cookie. Amazing. But the downside, it's a huge up after her house. So you definitely need that cookie. For sure. A little flat spot here, but today's a grind. Grinder uphill. I knew we were gonna pay for that big down this morning that we had, that 3 miles or so. Yep. And we're paying for it now. Most of the day is gonna be up. And yeah. Still pushing north though. Good thing. Trying to outrun weather. It's coming in. Talking about some rain tonight. I think we still got 11 miles to the shelter. So that'll leave us kind of a, I don't want to say a shorter day, but you know, still 10, 11 miles tomorrow to where we're gonna get picked up. So it's supposed to be some rain tomorrow too, but you know, there's always audibles. Make it happen. All right. That was a nice little flat spot, so let me show you where we're gonna go. This is where we're gonna go, all the way around there. This is, oops. This was the nice little downhill we had for a moment where I was recording. So yeah, we'll keep pushing. Well, I guess that's where we're going. I guess that's where the view's at. So let's see how much more we got before we get there, and then we'll check out the view. All right, guys. That's where we came from. That's that rock wall I just zoomed y'all guys in on. And this is where we're going. So there's a viewpoint up here, like 0.3 or less, I don't remember, but yeah, let's go check it out. Well, we just decided to skip the whole viewpoint, being we're on the struggle bus today, and like I said, rain's coming in, so the terrain has been super rocky. So yeah, we're just gonna push on and try to get camp set up, and you know, gotta relax, get some dinner in, relax, see if any of our friends are there. I think Crocodile's gonna be there, but Moose is supposed to be coming, and Brian and Bailey are just right behind us. They went to the viewpoint. But yeah, so far so good. Only a few miles left to camp. I don't remember the shelter, but I'd definitely like to get set up and in my tent before the rain comes in. But we'll see. Nice little change of pace with all these rhododendrons kind of closed in a little bit. Well, all right, guys. If I find something else that's worth filming, I'll check back with you guys or see you at camp. You know me and my rocks. All right, pushing on. Now I'm probably making you a little dizzy, but so amazing. Sorry about the jerkiness. All right.
On some unnamed. I'm sure there's a name, I just don't know what it is. It's quite a climb.
Hello, folks. I don't know if you can hear, but we just did beat the rain. Not by much. We had to scramble around to get a tent site. Hopefully we picked well. So, yeah. We'll see how this goes. All right, guys. I'll check in with you later.
All right, we've finally remembered to do an end of the day recap.
Hello, folks.
We are stuck in our tent because it is, well, it was raining, I guess. So everybody was kind of coming together for dinner and, you know, socialization and all that good stuff. And then the sky opened up, so everybody jumped in their tents. And so that's what we're doing. But we got a little bit of daylight left. We're nice and toasty, cozy, warm in our sleeping bags.
Hopefully we picked a good, flat, non-puddling.
Semi-flat, kind of, with a little bit of drainage. I don't think it's going to rain again. I don't know. We'll see. So we did a 16-mile day, you said?
16, yep.
Again? And they were not easy miles. I don't know what map I looked at yesterday, but today was not easy. There was a lot of up, and there was a lot of like scrambling over rocks and stuff at whatever that mountain was towards the end of the day, which makes it worse because we're like 10 miles in for the day, which is usually when my feet decide to stop working or going where I want them to go. And then it's like you're trying to step on these little rocks exactly the right way to not fall off the side of a cliff. I'm sure there'll be some good pictures and video in there that you've already seen at this point. So we did a 60-mile day. We crossed over the 300-mile mark when we got down off of that crazy ridge.
Well, we were almost off of it, but yeah.
And then we got to I think it'll be in the video with the ferry. We got to camp and we got the tent set up, and within 10 minutes of us getting the tent set up, it started raining. So we made good time.
The last mile and a half, we were, I don't want to say sprinting, but we weren't lollygagging around.
We were not lollygagging.
We were still up, and we started feeling raindrops. And, yeah. So, sorry, I couldn't see you guys.
Okay. Gotta do that because my phone's slipping. So tomorrow, the plan is to, hopefully when we get up, it won't be raining. And hopefully everything will be dry. And if not, that's fine. We'll just throw it in a dry bag because we're going to hike to a gap and get picked up, and we're going to go into town. There's going to be pretty decent thunderstorms, possibly on and off tomorrow, but definitely on Monday. Bad weather coming in, so we're going to go 0 to hostel so we can just stay inside and not have to sleep. Or walk in the thunderstorms.
Should be a short day. I think it's only like 9:03 or something to the parking lot where the shuttle's supposed to pick us up.
It's less than 10.
So,
there's one pretty decent climb in there.
So hopefully, we can get in it. Maybe 1, 2, maybe.
Okay. He's being very generous, I think.
It just depends on what time we get up.
It depends on what the terrain
weather
tomorrow looks like. Because if it's anything like today, it might take us a little longer. We got to climb that one mountain. But anyway, so yeah. Big part was the 300 miles, and then we didn't get rained on. So that was good.
This is true. So we'll pick back up tomorrow.
In the morning. Good night.
Adios.